Hello everyone and welcome to another figure review. Today, as you can see, we have a whole bunch of vipers and bats going on. Um, we'll be taking a look at the bat Python Patrol and as well as the Cobra Viper. I already have a bat here. I actually got 3 of these guys. Um, just because I prefer how these guys look. I like the red with the Vipers. The yellow paint is a bit, it's hit or miss with a lot of people, and so I only got one. But yeah, that yellow paint is very bothersome, even for these guys, the bats. But I guess we'll go through accessories and I guess articulation real quick. I mean, we've covered Vipers before on the channel, but I haven't reviewed a bat on the channel. So I think I'll open this guy up. We can take a look at the art. Might as well. Starting with the Vipers here. I always like the art. Very menacing group of Vipers on the side here. I like the colors that we're seeing. And as well as with the Python Patrol, we have the red visor there, and then the side shot where it's kind of getting built, I guess you could say. So yeah, I'll open up the Python Viper and then we'll take a closer look at the bat and the Viper. So starting off with accessories, I think we're seeing more on the bat side, and that's only because I have his hands detached and placed here. But if anything, these would be its accessories. We get the claw, all in a black plastic, the sort of laser beam, with a little bit of silver at the top there. We get the chest plate. We don't get a broken one or battle damage to one with this one, so that's one accessory we're missing. Yeah, I mean, it's got nice deco on it, but I think I wanted to do some chest plate switching with these guys. Maybe use the plain black ones instead of this one. I mean, I like the deco, but I sometimes don't like the whole words, or like, I guess, yeah, you could say words on like troop builders or stuff like that. We get the flamethrower there on the black plastic. We get the 2 hands, and yeah, the backpack we've seen with the other bats, and some little bit of red for the tubing here. So that's the bats. The Vipers, the iconic backpack we've seen with some yellow paint. The red Cobra logo and the rope is painted. But even here you can maybe see the yellow paint. Let's see if we zoom in. And you can see like there's still black bleeding through. And overall, the yellow paint isn't really very smeared off. So it's, like I said, it's hit or miss with the yellow paint. We get some goggles here with the red visors, which is nice. I appreciate that. Same pistol we've seen, and the same rifle we have seen with the removable mag, which, you know, should be easy enough to plug in. It's a very tight fit, but once you get it in there, it stays. So yeah, those are the accessories for Viper and Bat. Alright everyone, so to go through the Bat's articulation here, pretty simple. Head goes up about that much, down not so much. Arms go out about that much, pretty good. He does have butterfly joints. We have double jointed elbows, which for a robot, we want to see this. And then just swivel at the hands. His actual hands have a hinge that go up and down, so you can see here. So yeah, we have that. Have the ab crunch goes forward, back, and then he has the waist. So with the waist and crunch, back and forth, he can kick about that much. He has the drop down hips, but I don't want to mess with that right now. He has upper thigh cut. I forgot to say, yeah, he also has a bicep swivel up here. The double jointed knees, and we get boot swivel, and the feet hinge up and back, and he has ankle pivot. I think I guess we'll go with the Viper. Viper articulation, pretty simple as well. I mean, we've covered him before with the 3-pack. Head goes up, not so much, down a little more. One accessory I forgot to mention we are missing is the scarf piece. So yeah, we are missing that. Arms go up but that much. Butterfly joints in there as well. Bicep swivel. As you can see, his elbows, double jointed elbows. His left goes vertical hinge, while his right is a horizontal hinge. He can kick much higher than that, but these pouches get in the way, depending how you position the torso. You may be able to get more range. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, boot swivel right here. Foot goes back and forward, and the ankle pivot. So let's quickly get into detail and paint. So right off the bat, I want to say I like the red visor, and I wanted to do some head swaps with the other Vipers and see how they looked with the red visor. But the yellow paint may be a bit it may not match with the rest of the outfit with the other ones, but as you can see, the yellow paint is just not the greatest. It feels very cheap, I guess. But I do love the red visor. It's got a nice gloss, a nice shine. Even the black, it's got a different kind of finish. Get some gray on the back. The yellow paint on the back. For the most part, pretty good. But yeah, with the pouches, you may or may not be able to see how the color plastic is sort of bleeding through, and especially up here maybe. Up here you just kind of see where it's kind of sloppy. It's like not put there very well enough. But yeah, here you can see more of that bleeding. I don't know how well that picks up on camera. The thighs, a little bit of paint rub or chip down there, which I didn't do. And then a bit more of a... Yeah, so overall, I'm not a big fan of this yellow paint that they used, even for the bat, which, to be fair enough, the yellow here, we only see it painted on this strap and this little part here, so, but even that, we're getting sort of the color plastic bleeding through, and yeah, not a big fan of the yellow they used. It feels very cheap, and there's a lot of plastic bleeding through. The yellow is also different from the ones they used here. This is more of a like neon yellow. It's very bright compared to this more not darker, but I really don't know my terms with paint and the way they do this stuff. You know, there's matte finished or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I like the bat a little more. I like the sort of shirt color we're seeing over here, the deep black we're seeing for the arms. The head is pretty similar to the previous ones in terms of black, but Yeah, there's that. Even the chest inside is a bit different. A little less color. We have some yellow here, but not with this guy. But yeah, here's a comparison with the yellow. This guy has silver painted. This guy doesn't. The screws here are not painted, but even on this side, there's some silver paint. Not on that one. They switched to the logos. That's interesting. We have the logo here, not over here, but we have it on this side. Um, pretty. It's a good repaint, I would say. And this guy, I assume he's just the same as the Vipers. So yeah, let's get into some head swaps to see how these guys look. Alright, so here we have, let me clear my throat, Jesus Christ. Alright, so as I was saying, here we have some head swaps. If you want a more animated, accurate look, this is the head. In the cartoon, we saw him with the red visors, so that look, I like this. And this isn't too bad either, but I think I do prefer the red visor on this repainted body. But this doesn't look half bad, and we have a battle damage 1. Maybe that will look better. I mean, it's an option. Different options we have here. I guess I'll also try and find some chest plates, maybe a damage battle 1. I have a whole bag of them, but I can't find a battle damaged 1, so we'll just use a complete one without any battle damage, and that doesn't look too bad. I guess, yeah, this does add a little more color and cohesiveness, but I am trying to find some clear plates for my bats, so if anyone knows where to get some, I'd be happy to take a look at them. So that's the bats. We have the Vipers next. Obviously, the black isn't gonna match. Well, it kind of matches, you know. He has a black vest, so it does kind of help a little, but the yellow is kind of off-putting. And then you have the officer here, which matches a little more. I'm not plugging it in all the way, but the red kind of helps, kind of, but even then, it's kind of not it. What I did want to see is the red goggles with the regular head, and I'm liking that. Just adds a little more to the goggles. But yeah, that will pretty much do it for this video, if I'm being honest. It's quick comparisons and just a lot of head swapping with these guys, trying to find that nice, I guess, Kid Bash, if you would call it that. But yeah, I mean, they're neat figures. I'll be leaving this guy like that, see how he grows on me. But yeah, that will do it for this video. I just wanted to do a quick preview on them and see what's up with these guys. We did the head swaps, tried to mishmash what looks best. But yeah, there's a lot of options with these guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and leave a like, a comment, what you think about these guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.